Welcome, everyone, to another session of Flames of the Divine. And so, Chaos, you went last week, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll again then. Okay, Silo.
Okay, so the party tried to surround Silo immediately and tried to remove the curse. It didn't go as planned because it was not prepared. And I believe we went to talk, and Bryceus, I think that's your name? Bryceus wanted to get the cards back from Silo, and that was the reason for the entire ordeal to begin with. Secondly, then I believe we had encountered our first black sun. Oh no, actually, I think it's our second one.
Yep. Although this one is unusual because it seems to be 2 days early.
Yeah, and that was the big ordeal. That 2 days early, black sun, and then we fought a lot of undead. We freed Rudy's brother, and we are currently at that juncture.
Indeed, that is pretty much all of it. So, with the threats at near the river seeming to have been quelled for the time being, there seems to be a lull in the fighting, at least for the moment. And throughout the rest of the day, there are scattered attacks by undead, and of course, you do take who help fight those off as you wish, as you decide. But apart from I'm directly fighting the undead, which is of course is a given. And what do each of you do to support the defense? We'll go down the list on Discord. So Chaos, what do you do to help reinforce the camp for the rest of the day? It can be anything as long as it is within your power.
Not sure what I can do, to be honest.
Well, and well, I go through, like, think of something, go and go through your sheet. Just like any contribution, doesn't have to be like anything big or game changing. And if you've got nothing, that's fine too.
Yeah, I'm looking through my sheet right now. Yeah, I don't really have that anything terribly helpful. As far as I can tell.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Hey, hey, hey. Now, mind you, when I say reinforce the camp, and but don't just necessarily mean like make the camp itself stronger. Like any non-combat thing could be, and could be helping put up fortifications, could be helping to heal people, like anything like that.
Uh, uh, well, I've got rations.
And and
Could I like distribute those?
well, Leon didn't have plenty of the any of those, but those you hand them out to, like, they appreciate it. They appreciate that, at least.
Right.
It's look through spells as well as inventory.
Yeah, I did.
Right. Okay. Scylla, what do you got?
I would go to Creon's tent, and I would just walk in and ask him for a flower first. Creon, can I have a flower real quick? I know we're in the middle of something, but it's kind of important.
What kind of flower do you need?
I need a one that's worth at least 300 gold pieces.
I, money is kind of a fuzzy concept here. Can you describe the flower you need?
It's a gilded flower. I know that's for sure. Let me see what you got.
And I well, I don't have any on hand, but like he, but and he but and he one moment, I pull up his character sheet, and he and he motions to into all the gold like little gold metal ornaments like hanging off his clothes that like a lot of the Leonin in this pride seem to have. We do have quite a bit of gold, so might be able to make one.
All right, just let me know when you can. I'll help you defend the area.
All right. Uh, it's like okay. You're giving him the help action. Okay.
I'm also going to call lightning in the around his tent to defend the area over there.
Yeah. Like yeah, like there aren't any undead like swarming the camp right now. By the way, you're in like this is implied to be happening while there's kind of a lull in the fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
like
get you.
this isn't a constant horde ongoing. Like it's kind of just sporadic attacks around the borders of the camp for the moment, at least.
Okay.
Waves, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even waves is kind of overselling it.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So, and all right. So, he's gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and have him roll Arcana. Like he's gonna get it done. Question is, will he be able to get it done in time for it to be of any use to you? Okay. And that is a 12 total. 6 plus 6, that's 12. Yeah. So by the time by the time of the next attack, like you check in roughly an hour later, like he's finally managed to find a decent flower and is sort of like in the process of melting down the gold to cover it up.
Okay.
Yeah, like this is a very delicate process. It's like it was not going to happen at speed.
Okay.
Yeah. So, other than that, is there anything else you think of to do?
I'm just going to be on the lookout since I have dark vision. That's all I can do. Have
Okay.
hope scatter around.
Okay, in that case, go ahead and roll perception with advantage.
Hope perception or my perception?
Well, do you do more? Do you do more watching out yourself, or do you do more scouting with Hope?
I do more scouting with hope.
With Hope's perception, then.
Okay.
Yeah. Like unfortunately, you like yeah, like dense jungle. Like you're looking at dense jungle, for the most part, except for the river. Like even with the your familiar sharp sense, it's a bit hard to actually spot anything. Okay. Heaven, what do you do? What do you do?
Since we're not in any immediate danger, right?
Uh, for the purposes of these just activities you're doing, no, you're not.
Then Heaven's just gonna stroll around the perimeter, kind of keep an eye out for any stray undead.
Okay, like what is on this map is not the full camp, by the way. Like a walk around the entire camp, like that's not a stroll, that's a hike.
Well, she's just gonna walk around and keep an eye, see if there's any stray undead.
And
I
go
feel like
ahead.
that would make more.
Okay. Chaos. I'll get back to you in a moment. Evan, and okay, go ahead and roll perception, I guess. Okay. Hey, you actually do. You actually do spot a couple all of them approaching. Like generally see a couple of larger, louder ones, and you are able to alert the pride before they get too close.
Yep, I do that.
Yeah. So that's a few injuries and possibly a few deaths avoided. Well done. Okay, Chaos, you were trying to speak?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I thought I would have thought a job like that would make more sense for someone with dark vision, but
And well,
I mean, it worked out.
yeah. So, Rudy, you're next. What do you do?
I'll just cast spells on occasion, mostly cantrips, some leveled.
All right. Like, I think we can file all that and you're fighting the undead whenever they show up, which was already a given.
That's it.
Okay, Talos.
During the lull in the battle, I would say Talos tries to round up whatever bodies of the of his fellow pridesmates that he can, or at least that he has found, and in between catching up with the group to make sure everything is okay, he would also be fortifying defenses, such as making traps or bolstering defenses like built walls or something like that. Like those little spike things that they drive into the ground to keep people away, that sort of thing.
Okay. So I want you to make 2 rolls, 1 perception and to see how many bodies you can find, and 1 survival to see how competent and your spike traps are.
Right, perception. Not too bad. Well, I mean,
you managed to scrounge up a few. You get the feeling that probably more that there are probably some lost in the brush.
and then survival.
So, yeah, you actually judge what you actually know what part of the village it would be most vulnerable, and you actually pay special attention to there when fortifying it, and it's which basically you basically close off a lot of attack avenues against the inner part of the village, because as the most basically the most open to attack is not on the river, but actually on the eastern and part of the encampment, and which it touches on basically borders the plains that lead to the plateau that you all know and love so well.
Basically the entrance to the place, or at least the entrance that we know it.
Yeah. So yeah, you fortified that place quite nicely. You don't find Like, unfortunately, you only managed to find a couple bodies of fallen pridesmen. Like, whether that means there aren't many more or you just haven't found them, you are not sure.
And well, obviously it goes without saying, but Talos would help bolster any bulwarks that they have against, like warriors against the undead wherever he
Yeah.
can.
Indeed.
But that's
So,
kind of a given.
Now, as this goes on, the floor is yours. If any of you think of anything else to do to try and contribute, just instead let me know.
At this point, having seen that there's no other danger, decides to practice her new cantrips that she got from her deal.
And
She go to the edge of camp, of course.
of course. So, what do you do first?
Well, as soon as I'm a good distance away, I think I'll Eldritch Blast a rock.
And and, and okay, a large rock or a small one?
Let's do large rock.
And okay, and that all right. In that case, easy
Well,
enough to
wait
hit. So you
a
need
minute. Wait a minute. What's your definition of a large and small rock?
fist size or boulder size.
I'll do. Oh, I'll do the smallest size then.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I am gonna have to ask. I'm going to ask you to roll an attack roll then. Yeah, you hit you hit the rock dead on. Your aim is quite good.
Right. Then I'm gonna use Mage Hand on one of the pebbles that came from it.
And oh yeah, like this thing is I mean, it's barely even pebbles anymore. Closer to like dust.
Oh, well, I guess Mage Hand can scoop up the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heaven waves her hand, and a purple hand comes out and scoops. A purplish pink hand comes out of the ether and scoops up the dust, and lets it fall slowly from it, like sand in an hourglass.
And 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 hmm, and you hear in the back of your head, "You're learning quickly. Good."
Heaven doesn't say anything, but nods, though she secretly still doubts the the deal. But she got herself in a deep situation now, so she keeps practicing.
Hmm.
And the floor is someone else's.
Um, can I check to see from like the Leonin if they have any like damaged like armor or weapons, if I could like cast mending on them?
Uh, they have been at this point and fight and fending off undead all day. There's quite a bit of that.
All right. Just like going around checking who needs repairs and such.
Yeah, like as a cleric of Savessa, you are in fact uniquely suited to this task. Right, so, I mean, let me think real fast. See, to see how many you get through. Ooh, go ahead and roll ahead and just roll me a perception check, just to see like how many you get through. Yeah, 16. Like you are like this is like to just spot them because like the cantrip requires basically no effort on your part. Like you you keep on top of it quite nicely. Like you've actually got like you've actually got quite a few friends after this game. Like Leonin are quite grateful for that.
Yeah. Gregor also tries to be like when he's doing it. He also tries to be like a little motivational. He's like trying to encourage them.
Go ahead and roll performance.
Fuck.
Yeah, they seem a bit confused as to what you're trying to do here.
They appreciate the enthusiasm, but they think it's unwarranted.
Yeah.
I have a good performance stat. I just got unlucky.
Yeah. Sometimes it just be like that.
Anyway, that's it for me. Whoever wants to do something now.
Just to add a little bit of extra something, but I don't want to drag this out a little bit. Just to add a little bit for Talos, if that's all right.
Absolutely. This is
Of course.
This is me mostly just buying time to make some adjustments here and there.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, in between running around and fixing, armaments or traps or barricades, that sort of thing. Of course, Talos would want to make sure his family and close friends were okay.
Okay, so, well, start start with start with that your mother and father, you've been told they went out about a few days before you arrived in the encampment at the head of a hunting expedition, and just a standard basically a milk run more or less.
Standard hunter-gatherer stuff.
Very much so. They have yet to return.
Yep, Talos is very concerned by that.
Yeah.
And his Talos, I imagined he wouldn't be too worried so much over Malak, but as strong as the guy is, he wants to make sure that the family he is aware that is here is okay.
Yeah. Well, Malak is having the time of his life for the most part. Like he's just and like he's actually been he's like he's been fighting at the same place you've been fortifying, actually, just like and just like hacking undead to pieces whenever they get too close to the camp. And interestingly, you you actually spot Adjian, Rudy's brother, there as well. He has pretty much parked himself on one of the watchtowers on the border and is refusing to come down. He's just staying away from the undead. But he's got his musket there, so it's useful still.
Effectively turned himself into a sentry.
Yeah.
Or would the proper term be sentinel?
Sniper.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
They're all acceptable terms.
Okay, so your sister, your sister Danae, she is, and she is close. Is actually in Creon's tent, so just brewing various different healing potions just as fast as she can, and like basically just using like what like whatever materials and ingredients she can scrounge from around the jungle.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because as you're not a pious race, its artificer is generally the best you can do for a healer.
Well, you make do with what you have. That's what that's what living out in the wild's all about.
Yeah, and yeah, Creon seems to be in the process of coating a flower in gold. Not really sure what that's for.
Just crazy Creon doing his usual thing.
Yeah. And and yeah, Zior is alternately in the she is alternately on the front lines and in the middle of the camp, just sort of like trying to keep stock of how everything is going. Like
Right.
she seems to be trying to do both at once, and it looks like it gets and it looks like she's partially managing to stay on top of things.
All right. Well, concerns for his mom and dad aside, I would say that Talus, in between fortifying defenses, fighting off on dead, and checking up with the rest of the group, yeah, that's effectively what he does throughout the Black Sun raid.
Yeah. So that is the rest of your day. Hey,
I have one more bit.
go ahead.
Scylla starts shoving Rudy towards her brother wherever he's stationed at. Talk to him.
Like,
Why?
He's part of your family. You need to talk to him.
No, I don't. What do I
for
have to
context, by
say?
the way, Agian, by the way, is at the top of a ladder. Is at the top of like basically a watchtower that's designed to fit one person. So you're basically shoving her towards a ladder.
That's fine. Scylla will still do that regardless.
Yeah.
Makes it better, frankly.
Yeah, especially since the watchtower is only designed to hold one person.
Scylla glares at Rudy afterwards. You should talk to him. He's been through a lot too, you know?
Rudy will climb the tower.
And Rudy, and come to join your big brother on watch. He seems to have like being out of those binds seems to have revived his usual cheer for the moment.
My friend said I should talk to you because you're my brother.
Sounds like a very nice friend. Talk about what?
They didn't say.
Peers out. Adjin just peers out out of the tower. Like, is CeeLo still standing there?
Yeah, she looks rather annoyed.
Oh, I remember you. Tell me, what exactly are we supposed to talk about?
You haven't seen each other in months. What's wrong with you two?
I mean, I mean, you asked my sister. You are asking my sister to talk, and he just motions towards Rudy.
Talk to her back.
So, Rudy, how have you been?
I have.
In negative intelligence and wisdom in action, everybody, people.
I have been fighting for my life.
So, this is just more of the same for you, then, isn't it? And he like it takes a moment to just like take a pot shot at a zombie that's wandering a little bit too close.
You knew then.
I knew you were missing. Didn't have the faintest clue what happened to you. Didn't really pay attention to things. An awkward silence fills the air.
Rudy will look over the railing and back down the ceiling.
Dila like motions her to ask how he's doing.
How is CeeLo doing? Rudy turns
Forget
to a
it.
brother.
What? And what? Hey, she's got that look that Korax always gets whenever I talk.
You have that way with people.
Yeah, and yes, I do keep seeing that look, and it's damnedest thing because I don't even know what it means.
You'll have to bear with me here. Okay. It means she wants you to sing her a song.
Well, why didn't she say so? What song?
Sing that song you always sing when you're on a hunt.
And okay, so I need to out of character. I need to look some stuff up real fast. Hold that thought.
Dila's tapping one of her hoofs.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh yeah. By the way, both Rudy and Ajian are at this point crammed onto a platform meant for one person.
Oh, we know.
Even better.
And and he so I'm gonna I'm gonna roll to see how. Okay, so I thought of a thing. I'm gonna roll to see how good his he does have a bonus performance. So let's see how this goes.
Of course he is. Clown.
And 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 That's actually something all LSAs have, even Rudy. That's 13 altogether. So, uh, so how familiar are you? So, Silo, how familiar are you with the works of? Like, have you ever read Lord of the Rings?
No,
The books, not the movies.
no. Scylla would never have read any of that, and I haven't
I mean,
personally
yeah,
either.
I meant out of character.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't actually.
Well, this song was briefly in the movie, so he sings he like opens his mouth and sings a decent rendition of "The Road Goes Ever On and On." And
Scylla just looks more
I'm not,
annoyed at this, only because this is not the point of the conversation, but it's bonding to a degree, so she just walks away at this point now.
Rudy watches her go and then says, I don't think she liked it.
hi, and well, why not? I sung a song from one of my favorite books. It's like he actually looks a little bit hurt by that comment.
Yes, I know. The one book we both agreed was decent.
And 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 and, eh, eh, well, are you ready? So, would you like to keep watch with me?
I have a feeling if I get down right now, she's just going to push me back to the stairs.
Eh, eh, Well, uh, 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 all right then. And and you're just up there for the rest of the day.
Yep. Awkward.
So, yeah. So if no one else has anything, then we will move on to the next day.
What, it's a new day? Do I get a full rest?
As, as, yes, as you as you get a full rest.
Roll 18. I'll save that.
Ooh. Yeah, that's going to come in handy because as you wake up, the sky is still dark. The black sun is still on. That's another weird bad thing. It's not supposed to last more than one day.
That's awkward.
What in the seven hells is going on?
Well, it looks like we have another rough day on our hands.
Vierna's not Vierna. Heaven is thinking, is Vierna behind this too?
Not everything is her fault. Whatever is going on here.
She's thinking it.
Oh, sorry.
Either-
I didn't hear that. I am very sorry, Heaven.
Yes. in
I took that to mean it was in character. I'm sorry, Dream.
Yeah. Well, inside your head, you actually get a reply. Yeah. The Witch Queen meddling where she shouldn't and unleashing a horror would be just like her.
Unfortunately, this is going to need evidence.
Indeed. I simply point out the merit of your theory. I do not actually know if she is behind it.
I know.
Okay. Now, and you guys, as are all basically walking walking your way over to the fortified area where you and most of the pride have kind of turtled up at this point.
Okay.
I'm
And
surprised. I'm surprised Ladon hasn't taken this opportunity.
Maybe because he has his own matters to deal with because of this.
Undoubtedly, he's been hit hard by this as well. And 2 days in a row of black sun, that'll put a damage on anyone's forces.
yeah,
Well, I guess that's one silver lining to this.
yeah.
Yes,
Well,
but we've likely ourselves taken a beating. And if he figures to get bold enough to make a move against us, we may not have the forces to repel them.
and, and as you say that, Talos, I'd like you all to roll perception to see who notices is this first. Eh, Okay, so Silo. Oh, uh, uh, this is hearing perception, by the way. So, Silo, I'd like you to make this one yourself, not with Hope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Gregor, as Talos says that, you you hear something off to the north. A loud cackling sound that sends a bit of a chill down your spine, and a bunch of almost sounds like barking, but it's wrong somehow. Uh oh. And you can almost hear it as it gets closer. Business is coming.
Something's approaching.
Yeah. So, everyone choose at this point, you can't really see much. Choose the spot where you start. Or it can be next. It can be next to any of the campfires.
What is this thing?
Click. That is a watchtower.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like one person can stand in it at a time, and it's about 30 feet high.
So yeah, if you want to hunker down and blast people from a distance, that's where you can go.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
just a quick thing, DM, if that's all right.
Sure.
By north, do you mean on this map? On this map, it's coming from the north.
It is, yes.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, Rudy would still be in the tower with the awkward silence, because Lila hasn't told us she can get down yet.
Isn't this the next day?
Yep.
Yes.
This is the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the next day.
Yeah.
She's been
Oh
up
my
there
God.
all day.
It was
Oh, no.
made for a very uncomfortable trance.
Oh, I forgot about. Oh yeah, no, I forgot that. Elves
Yeah.
don't sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I am and can't cast dancing lights on myself.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh. Yeah. Hey, like, as the growling is getting closer and closer, Aju's just gonna call it, Miss Sata, ma'am, do we still need to be in the tower together?
Zilla like snaps her head towards the annoying voice. Silo, and no, get down.
Oh,
Rudy.
okay. Rudy will get down and just walk over to Silo.
Yeah, like there's dumb and then there's brain dead. Agian is the one, he is not the other.
Right. That's where wisdom goes in place.
Yeah.
Rudy isn't dumb either. Rudy's just not.
Social.
How to put this? Rudy isn't the type to complain and just waits for others to say when it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so. Okay, so. Oh. As the barking gets closer, you eventually see a whole bunch. Like you can start to make out figures. A whole bunch of these charging towards the barricades.
Shit.
Roll20 login screen. Oh no.
The most terrifying creature.
Okay.
I
Why
saw
did
it
you-
fine.
Also, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I think it's just on my pod. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. It's a no. They're null witherlings.
We
It
can
looks-
post them on the Discord if for
I'm
Talos.
gonna go ahead and do that right now.
They look like a walking haystack.
What the hell? Oh, I must have gotten logged out somehow.
I wonder if they're flammable.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe you'll have the chance to find out now because I need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was logged out. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, there's your problem.
I don't know how that happened.
Honestly, Silo, if anything, it probably contributes to cultists more than anything.
See, this is why we need to get rid of social interactions. They bring cultists.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Every social gathering eventually brings like-minded people together, and thus we get people who worship deities from ancient forgotten texts.
I
It's
feel
simple logic.
offended. I feel offended somewhere in here.
But yeah, Rudy isn't antisocial. They just don't want to become a cultist.
She's not antisocial. She's practical.
See.
I was thinking she's a zombie.
Talos, can you roll your initiative?
Yeah, no worries. Sorry about that. Just got caught in the moment.
No worries. Okay, so. They're. Here when they. About here when you can first start to see them. I'm going to turn off I'm going to turn off most of the dark vision because right now I'm just seeing a big massive overlapping red here. So Rudy, you're up.
Oh,
Don't mind me just turning off all their dark vision so I can actually see the tokens. Having it on for all of them was a mistake.
Well, I guess I'll just, just, fireball.
Okay, fireball where exactly? It's got to be a point you can see.
I can see right here.
Okay, all right. Not gonna bot. Yeah, not gonna bot. Other rolling the deck save. Even if even if these ones succeeded, they would still. They would still kill them.
Wow.
Wow.
I just saw the name. They were like, God damn it, Lala.
All right. So, hold on one moment. Yeah, like one of the barricades is kind of smoking, but you got this one at least. You don't know how many. You don't know how many others. Okay. Anything else this turn?
Sorry. Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. Oh, hold on. I actually forgot to roll initiative for Edgin and Gregor. I mean, for Edgin and Malak. Okay, Gregor, you're next.
Well, do I have any way of knowing where the enemies are? Because
you can hear them over here, and you saw a big fireball that briefly lit up the area. The bulk of them are kind of to your northeast.
okay, I'm gonna head up this way, and I think I'll dash to add another bit of distance,
Okay.
and then that's my turn.
Okay. Adjin is going to ready an action to fire a shot. That's all he can really do because he, as everything here is kind of weirdly, like not out of his shooting range, but definitely out of his vision. He can. Okay, Talos.
All right. How far is that? All right. Once the laughter becomes a bit more apparent, and it seems like after the flash of fire, the dead gnolls became rather obvious.
Yeah.
Talos gives this serious expression, and he looks to Malak for a moment, and then strides forward as far as he can go, readying his sword and shield. And he will cast Shield of Glory on himself. And again, I'll just pop that up just so you can see.
And okay. That is 23 armor class. That's your movement and your bonus action. What about your action?
That was my movement and my bonus action, so for action, well, it's not like I'm doing anything else, so I'll say it's a dash action to just shuffle forward a little bit.
Okay, you can see the gnolls now.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
Yep. And And there's one in particular that looks different from the others, and we'll get to him on their turn.
Yeah, I'll say that's Talus's turn. Just making sure he gets into a position to to meet the horde head on.
Yeah. Heaven, it's your turn, and you seem to be logged out.
Yeah, just connection cut, but
Yeah.
I think I got.
Yeah, you're back now.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So you said the noises are coming from this direction?
Yes, that way.
Heaven is going to move up here. And she's going to blindly shoot not fireball, Eldritch Blast in the area, hoping to get a shot at the zombie. Or whatever.
You have it.
Whatever she can't see.
Okay, yeah. So Eldritch Blast, okay, go ahead, roll with disadvantage. Okay, I'll assume you went for the nearest one, so that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright.
Oh, and alright, you have... Okay, so you know it connected, you have no idea if it killed them. So go ahead and roll your second beam.
I'm on a roll.
Yep, that... You also know that connected. Again, roll damage again. That +4 doesn't matter, but and again, you have no idea. You have no idea from where you're standing. You don't know if that killed the Witherling or not.
That'll be my turn.
Very well. Malak's gonna go, and he is gonna take the dash action to get over here. And while those of you who can see him go, you notice that he does run a little bit faster than Talos. He's brandishing a battle axe in one hand and a shield in the other. And as he runs, flames start to form around him, like just flickering, and it gives you just a bit of light to see by.
Ooh.
Held action. The brother. The brother held an action, didn't he?
Yes, and and he held it just long enough to see Heaven gun down this one. The Eldritch Blast did kill your target, Evan.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Okay, so. So, but now it's the Gnoll's turn. These ones, and okay, so these weaker ones are all kind of just running past. Like they seem to be ignoring the defenders standing outside in favor of like getting at inside the camp where there are more living things concentrated. So this one dashes past and dashes past. Actually, so yeah. Okay, this one dashes past Malak. He's going to make his opportunity attack. That hits. It's and yeah. So this one this one just like he just chops this one in half as it runs by. And this one and also runs by. Now this one, on the other hand, and Talos, this one seems to be making a beeline straight for you. And as it gets closer, you actually recognize this one. Remember those 3 pack lords you fought in the basement in the temple?
It's the one that got himself squished, wasn't it?
Nope, this is the one that you duel and that you dueled one-on-one.
Oh, the one that I roared at. Gotcha.
Yeah. Of course, he's not quite the same anymore.
Round 2.
But yeah, when Talos notices, he just kind of looks a little surprised and he just mumbles to himself, "What in the 7 hells?"
And you hear and you hear it rears back its head and lets out a cackle. It lets out a bone-chilling cackle. And I need first, Adjian's triggered action does actually go off this time, as it closes into range, and actually hits it. Buddy. So, as it rears back its head, Talos, you hear the sound of a gun, and like you see the impact. It doesn't seem to flinch much. As it just rears out its head and lets out a bone-chilling cackle, and yeah, that's everyone. I need you all to make wisdom saving throws, including Adjian and Malik. Evan?
Sorry, I forgot to mute.
Yeah. Okay, so the DC was 15. So and so of the 7 of you that rolled, only Talos and somehow Adjian passed.
Damn.
He's too unwise and too stupid to be intimidated.
He's
like,
stayed up in his tower.
Even Malak is kind of flinching back before that thing. But all of you who failed, you are all frightened. So
What does that do though?
you are not able. Wait, you can't see over here, can you?
No, we can't.
Well, then, well, while you can see him, when you're able to see him, you are not able to move closer to him, and you have disadvantage on all attacks and ability checks while you can see him. And so
At least I can't see him.
yeah, so yeah, you both just hear this shrill cackle. Basically, you all just hear this shrill cackle echo going out. Like just this bone-chilling laugh. And that is its turn. Silo?
Do I get to roll a wisdom save to see if I succeed on not being scared?
Well, you failed your first one. You make another one at the end of each turn.
Okay. I was just curious. I can't see him right now, but I'm going to move up.
Okay. Move up where? You're at the top of like a 15-foot high cliff here, by the way.
Okay. I'm going to move up right about here.
Okay. You still can't quite see him,
Yeah.
but
That's-
like from where that laugh came from, he is just beyond where you can see.
I am going to then cast Call Lightning.
Okay. And target it where?
The center of it will be right about here.
I'm not seeing it. Here? Right here, you say?
Yep.
Okay, 5-foot radius, correct?
That is a 5-foot radius. However, it is a 120-foot storm. That's where I'm putting the storm center it at.
Okay, and you can also... Okay, so that's where you're centering the storm. And you can also launch the first lightning bolt with that attack. Where are you gonna put that?
To the null I can see, which would be this one right here. Oh, hang
on. Which one?
I'm trying to point it. There we go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage. Edge. Edge. Alright. He fails that, so there's nothing left of him but there's nothing left of him but a pile of ash.
Alrighty. And that will be my turn.
Oh.
Do I get to roll the wisdom save?
Oh yes, you do.
Okay.
Yep. You shake it off.
Okay. I'm gonna have Hope fly. Well, my mouse is acting up. What the crap? Okay. Let me go back. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna fly next to Talos. So right about here.
All right. So, at that point, you can pretty clearly see how the fight is going, and there are undead gnolls littering the ground at this point. Like, apart from the vampire, only 2 of them are still standing.
See this. I'm gonna take the dodge action with Hope.
Okay, Rudy.
I'll just fight about the one I can see.
Okay, okay, this one.
Yep.
That hits. And scorch right out of existence.
And that will be my turn.
Roll max damage on that firebolt.
Okay, go ahead
Yeah, I
go
got
ahead and roll.
lucky.
Yeah, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Before she rolls. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Okay, so Rudy, you recover as well. Gregor?
I don't think my torch is active right now. Can I?
At the moment, it is not. Do you wish to light it?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to take your action.
Okay. Can I move though?
And yes, you can move.
Okay, I'm gonna head down here. Oh hey, is that the
That one is alive.
okay.
Last
I was wondering, is that the scary one?
No.
Well, well, you don't actually know. You don't actually know what that laugh was because you haven't seen it yet. But doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Like, doesn't look like it was coming from that place.
Well, I guess that's my turn then. Should I roll wisdom?
Yes. Roll a wisdom save.
God damn it.
Yeah, like that cackle is still going in your head. Adjian, and he sees the one that has broken past, and he's going to take his shot. Yeah, that'll hit. And Gregor, as you spot this one, as suddenly there's a big old hole in his head.
So it's definitely not the scary one.
Yeah. Talos.
Right. He feels briefly the onset of fear, but he quickly gets a hold of himself and he makes a move. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, as you glance to the side, Malak appears to be sort of like inching back from this, just at the side of this thing.
All right, and with that, Talos moves forward to engage this guy, and as he's engaging it, he yells to Malak, "Get hold of yourself!"
Okay. Are you actually doing anything, or just saying that?
Just kind of yelling at his brother to get his head on straight, because this is clearly a threat they both need to bear down on.
Yeah. Magical fear doesn't always cooperate like that, so I assume. So I think I can guess what you're about to do next.
Damn it! Am I becoming that predictable, Wedwood? I'm sorry.
The fighter's curse. And you needed a 17 to hit him, unfortunately. He actually parries that with just his forearm.
Damn, that would have been good damage, too.
Yeah, being undead has done wonders for this guy's reflexes. And not so lucky there, that hits him dead on.
Right. And bit risky, but I'll just pop a first level Divine Smite just to get in a bit of extra damage.
Alright. That's 21 damage altogether. So, to 68.
Yeah, 9, 10, 11 slashing damage and 10 radiant.
Yeah. So after he parries your blade, you faint left a bit, and then you get him with a stab in the gut. a holy stab. Like, and like, what, like, however good his reflexes might, it'd be, your sword seems to work just fine on him. Okay, Heaven.
Okay, I am. Since I can't see him, I can't move away. So I'm gonna move
That
up
is
here.
correct.
I'm gonna move up here a bit, and after hearing the scream and get pretty freaked out by it, Heaven is going to take another pot shot at the darkness, hoping to hit the thing that spooked her.
Okay, unbeknownst to you, Talos is between is between you and it, so he was going to have cover to begin with, and that does not hit him at all.
Oh.
So Talos, you, like, as you're locked in combat with this thing, you in like a purple beam of magic just whizzes past your ear.
Whoa!
Second blast.
Did Heaven hear Talos' reaction?
Well, he's not screaming. Well, considering the distance, he's not screaming at the top of his lungs. I don't think you probably heard him.
Okay, so yeah, she's going to take another pot shot.
Okay. So he had he is hiding in behind Talos. I gave him 3/4 cover, and you still hit him.
Mad
Right.
lads.
And for max damage to boot. The second big beam takes off this one's ear.
But yeah, I imagine for that one, after the first shot, Talos just had this overwhelming premonition that the second one was coming.
Wait, no. Oh, actually, wait, no. You had disadvantage on that one. And since Talos, and since he had cover behind Talos, I'm afraid that one actually missed.
Dang it.
Oh well.
Like, you are basically aiming at silhouettes right now. It's really hard for you to actually aim.
I can't get a clear shot.
It's rough for us
In the meantime,
non-dark vision.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Nope.
Dang it.
That is still ringing through your heads. Malak is going to go, and his feet don't seem to want to move right now, so instead he pulls out his longbow. And takes 2 shots, both with disadvantage. That's gonna miss, and that's gonna miss. Yes, so yeah, like his hands are shaking right now, and he's still under the effect of fear. So, it's the undead's turn. And first is the Knoll Vampire. Talos? The Knoll Vampire snaps at you, makes a bite attack. Oh, wow. So that was a nat 20.
Ouch.
And this was the attack you don't want to get nat 20 on, I'm sorry to say. So
I don't like the sound of those dice.
okay, so you take 21 piercing damage. Those. 23 necrotic damage.
I'm almost dead. Well, I'm almost
Well,
gone.
Wow.
Also, your maximum hit points decrease by the necrotic damage.
So I go from 58 to
35.
oh my fucking god.
That was the absolute last attack you wanted to nat 20 on. I'm so sorry.
Good fuck.
And
So my new max is 30. What? Sorry.
35. And as that goes on, and you could see one of its wounds start to close. As it starts regenerating, and it has one more attack with its claws, which fortunately
Fucking
for you,
mercy.
yeah, like it scrapes its claws, and you just bring up your shield, and your claws just scrape along the shield. Like that bite hit you hard.
That's for Shield of Glory, yeah.
Yeah, Shield of Glory. I'm sorry, your concentration drops. You needed a 22 or higher on that concentration check.
Yeah, I'm in a bad place.
Yeah. Hello?
Can we hear him scream?
Talos, do you scream?
Considering the amount of damage that was just done, I imagine that was such a shock to the system that, yeah. It's like this mixture of like sort of a roar, but you can tell it's Talos screaming that he has been hit so hard that you're almost surprised he might, like, he's yelling so hard you fear he may have lost a limb or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That. I don't do that unless the crit knocks you out. Don't worry. Silo, it's your turn.
Zilla will. Oh, okay, good. Zilla will use her action to call lightning on the vampire.
Okay, and you can see him. Okay, go ahead and roll. Unfortunately, his dex is quite good, so he's only gonna. Yeah, he only takes half of that.
That is my turn.
Yeah. What's Hope gonna do?
Hope is gonna go over here and flank and take the dodge action.
Okay. Talos. So Talos. Remember, your attacks are gonna have advantage. It's next turn. Rudy.
I will move up here-ish. And I can now see the guy that attacked Talos, right?
Yes, you can.
Alright. I am going to cast Magic Missile at the 3rd level.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's 1st level, 2nd level, 3rd level. I think that's
All
right.
right. Yeah, that is correct. and 15. 15 damage altogether.
That'll be my turn.
Gregor. Okay, you are still under the fear effect, although it's not doing anything to you at the moment.
Okay. I'm gonna step forward to here. Gregor's going to pull out the tan bag of tricks.
Okay.
Uh,
I need to pull up its description, so in real fast, give me a moment.
I was trying to see if I could like put the info in the chat, but I don't see an option.
Yeah,
for that.
there's no option to do that with documents, I'm afraid. So yeah, just roll. Okay, so you throw one out.
So I just rolled a d8.
Yeah, just roll the d8 to determine which it is. A tiger, not bad. Let me grab that creature. So you want it on the other side of the barricade?
Yeah. As he does this, he shouts, "Don't worry, Talos, help's on the way."
Hey, Kalos, you turn around to see a tiger appear as if out of nowhere.
Oh, this is exactly what I needed.
And to save time, I'll just have the tiger go on the same turn as you.
That's a lot of tigers.
I'm not. Yeah, one moment. I'm not seeing them.
I'm just seeing multiple tigers stacked on top of each other.
He's refreshing. Give him a moment.
Yeah. Give me a moment.
Wait.
Understandable.
Roll 20 has been very slow to load at the moment. Okay. Okay, we're back.
Roll 27, a rough day today.
Yeah. Well, the last couple days in Gen and Roll Edge, it's been slow to log in. So, Kels, you see this tiger as if out of nowhere. Leap right past you. There and just sideswipe at this thing. And doesn't manage to find any purchase or do any damage. But the Enol vampire is forced to suddenly take its attention off you to focus on this new threat.
Thank God.
Did I roll wisdom, by the way?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the tiger made me feel better.
Yep. Nothing seems very scary when you can just pull a tiger out of a bag. Agian still can't see this thing because his because his dark vision only goes so far. Talos, sudden reinforcements, and you're flanking, so you have advantage.
Okay, so I tell you what I'm going to do, Wedwood. Because first up, I forgot to account for something.
Oh?
Because at the beginning of the second day, I did roll for temporary hit points, so Talos does have a bit extra health to spend.
Okay. Okay, just all right, just add six back to your regular health, just to keep things straight.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about that. It's just
No worries. It's an easy thing to forget.
I mean, I'll admit, sometimes when it comes to combat, I end up getting tunnel vision and I forget some things that I have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to do something that I'm going to make use of an item that we got a very long time ago, a couple of months ago now.
Oh.
Seeing the kind of dire situation that Talos now finds himself in, he reaches into his battle pouch and pulls out the potion of invulnerability.
Okay, it is a bonus action to drink that. I completely forgot you had that. Let's go.
Yep, he downs that. Tastes like absolute garbage, but he smashes the bottle against the ground and rolls his shoulder.
Okay, you now have resistance to pretty much. You now have resistance to all damage.
For 1 minute, but should be enough. All right, so first attack, 19.
With advantage, that hits.
All right, that's going to be a first level divine smite.
Oh. Yeah.
And then
you notice it's when you land that divine smite, a wound that was closing up stops closing.
And to go alongside that,
Okay.
just let me quickly make sure I got the inspiring smite correct. So it's
2d8 plus 6 at this point.
Yep. So yeah, I get 15 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the temporary hit point stuff should be distributed amongst everyone, but this is just really to keep myself alive at this point.
Oh yeah, like nothing says you have to give them to anyone else. And that was your first attack.
All right, second attack, 18.
That hits.
I'm gonna lay into him with a second level divine smite.
Okay.
And wait, he counts as undead, correct?
He is undead.
So yeah, there's an extra 2 dice that I haven't accounted for, so I'll just roll D8, 48, and I'll just roll an extra D8 to account for the other one.
Okay. Yeah, like. So he looks like you just did. In short, he looks like you just did to him what he did to you last round.
After Talos lands that hit, and there's this almost explosion of light as he pulls the blade out from the wound, he just sort of, through hazy eyes, he just sort of pants, what goes around comes around.
And yeah, like he's in the same rough shape you are at this that you're in at this point.
Right, and that's pretty much everything I could do in that one go. So now it's Heaven's turn.
Indeed, Heaven.
I am gonna move up here. Then I'm gonna call out is anyone by the big scary thing that roared a while ago?
You see Talus just kind of put up a hand.
This is how far Heaven can see.
Yeah, we can't see you or the vampire.
But yeah, he said, "I am, and quite frankly, it's I think we both got one foot in the grave."
Oh boy.
Yeah. Like,
Well, can you duck?
Yep, I can do that.
All right, hold on. She then fires Eldritch Blast at the thing.
okay, roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, moderate severity, so you just miss.
Okay. Fire number 2.
And still misses.
Damn.
Okay. Malak is still still like under the effects of that fear. Like you're getting the sense at this point that it may have had some sort of magical element to it. But he fires his arrows again. That one's cocked. Just misses. And misses by quite a bit. But he does shake off the fear. And now it's the undead's turn.
You forgot to have me roll a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
Nope.
Yep. That cackle is still going through your head. So, the bad thing and news is, Talus, is that now this vampire's attention is firmly on you again.
God. Oh God, please be merciful.
I don't believe it. You're very lucky that I decided he made the claw attack first this turn, because that was another nat 20.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
The universe really wants Talus dead.
Yeah, like this one metal D20 has been rolling so many nat 20s tonight.
Alright, so how much does he hit me for?
Yeah. Just slashing damage, fortunately for you.
How much?
Need another D4, and then it's said 4D4 plus 5 on a crit, so 9 plus 5, 14 damage slashing.
Okay, so 14 damage slashing. That gives me 1 temporary hit point left. Does the resistance apply to temporary hit points, or are they just affected normally?
I'm gonna say it applies.
Okay, so it applies to temporary hit points. So, so instead of 14, calculator.
7.
He takes 7 instead.
So, with the claws hitting home, he goes through with his bite attack. That is a 2 on the die. You bash him in the nose with your shield.
Like fuck.
Yeah, and you appear to have things under control at that point. You appear to have things under control at that point, until, from the south, well, continuing with the Tolkien references from earlier, I assume you all remember the remember the ring wraith screech from Lord of the Rings?
Okay, no, that fucking thing was terrifying.
Yeah. Well, you all hear that from the south and a bit overhead as you see this thing fly overhead. And his stealth roll was another nat 20, and you eat from that same fucking die.
Wait, so we don't see him?
No, he just revealed himself with that screech. His stealth roll let him sneak up on you.
Oh, epic.
Yeah. Let's see. That screech was also its attack, but which one? Yeah, it's gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna do that one. And okay, so, Gregor, Heaven, and Malak all need to make wisdom saving throws.
Not again.
Heaven, don't roll.
Oh boy.
Take an 18.
This is gonna. Okay, so you both succeed. It required a 14. Malak is not doing well on wisdom saves tonight. He rolled a 5. So, just as he got over the fear too.
You've taken away less than half of my health, man. Don't take away my brother too.
He's not having a good night.
Okay, so those who succeed. That is cocked. Okay, that's 7 psychic damage for Malak, and half that to the both of you. I mean, no, 10 psychic damage for Malak, and half that to both of you, so that's 5 each. Each.
Do I have to subtract that from my health?
Yeah, subtract it from your health. That is damage you have just taken. Psychic damage.
So I take 5 away then.
Yeah. And Malak is stunned until until the end of his next turn. Yeah. By the way, the Aleph is floating about 40 feet above the ground. He was just silently gliding through the night this entire time. Silo?
Hope is going to attack the vampire.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
19.
That actually does hit him. Okay, is his piercing damage magic?
It is.
Okay, so he is somehow not immune to poison? Okay.
I mean, well, to be fair, when you think about it, for vampires, the holy light, some holy water and artifacts like that technically counts as poison to them.
Yeah. Well, he does pass the saving throw though. His con is quite high.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's still a bit of damage. Now, Silo, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna call lightning on this guy now.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Okay, so it hits him dead on. Doesn't seem to do it doesn't do as, but from what you can see over here, it doesn't seem to do as much as you would have expected. Code 4, he's resistant.
Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Hope's turn.
Dodge action. That is Hope's turn.
Rudy.
So there's the vampire and the floating one, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Although the vampire and his opponent are in very rough shape at the moment, the floating one is still relatively fresh.
Alright, I'll cast magic missile at the 2nd level.
Okay. At who?
At the vampire.
All right. Go ahead.
And that should be the right amount.
How do you want to do this?
Rudy's just going to casually flick them at the creature, and she's got her head in a book, of course.
And so, Talos, as you and the vampire are getting ready to clash again, both of you are can barely stand at this point, and the suddenly, remind me, what color is Rudy's magic?
Well, this is force damage.
What color? Yeah, what color?
I don't know. Yellow, I guess.
A bunch of yellow darts just slam into the vampire and just leave holes in it like Swiss cheese, and just stops for a moment, looks down, and collapses.
That's my turn.
Okay. Gregor.
Hey. We'll fire. I'm going. Gregor is going to fire a red feather bow at this thing.
Okay. That hits.
All right.
And that is some damage. You assume it kind of just rips through the rags. You're not even sure if this thing has a body. Anything else?
I think I'll command my tiger to come over here.
Okay, okay. It will have to use its dash action to get to you.
All right.
Okay.
And I guess that's my turn.
Yeah, that is your turn. Aegean. Can't. Oh, wait. It's within your light, right? The thing.
Yes.
Okay, then Aegean can see it, and he's gonna take a shot at it. And miss completely. It's a dark shape flying against a dark sky. Talos?
Talos?
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You're
So
not
yeah,
bothered by me calling the tiger over.
nah, it's not really, because this thing's done, and we're, as far as I can tell, this is the only thing we need to worry about now. So yeah, just a bit of roleplay. Once this thing drops down and he notices where it's come from, he kind of seems to just slump for a moment, and he's just mumbles to himself. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you. Takes a moment to catch his breath, and he moves over to his brother to make sure he's okay.
Yet he seems like a well, before, like, he was clearly under the vampire's, like, magic fear effect. Now it seems he can't. Now, whatever that screech did to him, it almost seems like he can't even really speak.
Damn it. Come on, Malak. Stay with me.
Okay,
But yeah, that's...
In practical terms, he's stunned.
Yeah, in practical terms, he's stunned. But as for Talos, I will say, as an action, he will give himself 15 lay on hands.
Okay.
So that, well, as it currently is, brings him up to max.
All right. Is that the extent of your turn, or is there anything else?
Okay, so this probably won't count as part of the action, but my last potion of healing, can I just drop it at Malak's feet so that he kind of figures out what it's for before, once he, well, gets his senses back?
Yeah. You can do that.
Alright, Talos does that, and I will say, if it's a free action, despite the fact that he's holding his shield, could he switch to his bow, or do I need another action to remove the shield?
You can drop the shield as a free action. It's going to take a full action. It would take a full action to put it back on.
Alright. Well, I'll say, I'll say, just as kind of a focused determination, Talos drops the shield and switches to the giant's bow.
All right. Evan?
Okay. Talos, do you still need healing?
He's back up to full right now.
Okay.
Well, as full as he's going to be, because, well, thanks to a certain someone, his health got effectively cut by a third.
Okay. So then I'm gonna focus my attention on this guy, which I can see.
Yep.
And since he said lightning doesn't, I'm gonna try my other new spell. Let's start here at level 1.
That is a reaction to action to being damaged. You cannot use it offensively.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. No. Cast Shatter.
Okay, go ahead.
Level 3.
Could you have used it when the psychic attack happened?
She could, but the time and for that would have been in then. Okay.
Plus, I couldn't see at the time.
Yeah.
True.
So, and so the thing hits it dead on. Seems to resist thunder as well.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Well,
Failed to save, but
since I used a spell, I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna fire at it with my crossbow.
Nope. You've used your action.
Oh, rats. Never mind. Sorry. Am I still under the fear effect?
No. That ended with the vampire.
Okay. I'll just back up here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Malak takes his turn to come out of the sun. What? Ugh.
Believe me, I know how you're feeling, but on your feet, we've got one more left to deal with.
Yeah. Gets on his feet, readies his axe, and then this boy glides over here. And it lets loose another screech. This time, Gregor, Talos, and Malak all need to make wisdom saves. DC 14.
Malak also gets a +2 to his save.
Yeah. And you all passed. And is this... Ugh. Is this always what adventuring is like? Just constant magic attacks that make your mind weird?
Might as well be, but honestly,
Yeah.
there's a lot more downtime between adventures than this.
Yeah.
This thing is being way too loud.
Silo, it is your turn.
I'm gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts on him.
Okay. That is high severity, unfortunately. It roll a separate one. That was gonna hit Rudy. I don't know how to treat this. Low severity. Okay, low severity, so you do miss outright.
Just it ricochets by accident and just whizzes past the top of Rudy's head as she's reading a book.
Yeah.
I like the rule that I miss Rudy and then I accidentally hit the Wraith instead.
Yeah. Well, in any case, go ahead and that was your second Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
And high severity, roll again.
Ripple 8.
So you miss her.
Wow. This is just a sad day all around. Alrighty.
That's 3 natural ones in a row. You know the odds of that?
And a 2, my dude.
Yeah.
My dude.
So
The roll gods aren't in our favor today.
Hope's turn.
Hope it's gonna fly to the Wraith and just takes a dodge action.
Okay. The Wraith is like right here. Rudy.
No, bam, 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 bam.
Okay, that's 14 damage all told, and that's the first thing that hits this thing that seems to really hurt it in this entire fight.
That'll be my turn.
So we're looking for 4. I mean, I don't have anything. I'll go for. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at level 1.
Okay, go ahead. You hit it dead on.
Epic.
Epic.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Gregor casts Guiding Bolt, hits it dead on in the head. It's just completely decapitated.
Yeah. It hits it straight on, and like the rags begin to sort of like dissolve, and there is nothing underneath. Well, incidentally, that thing was resistant to basically everything but Force and Radiant.
I had a feeling it would probably respond to Radiant.
Oh, actually, I think Psychic as well, but whatever, it's dead now. So, with this particularly brutal wave of undead it brought down, and with well, some of you worse for wear than others. We are over time at this point, so I think that's where we're going to call this session. In the aftermath of that little scrap.
Alright, thank you all for coming.
Alrighty.
We've got to get another game starting in about an hour. We do this every week. See you all next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.